Hey witches. So we're going to do the Do As I Say oil. I have a situation that I'm going to be going into, and I just want to have some more of this on hand. It's been a while since I have had some, and I thought I would make some. So give me just a sec. Get this stuff out. So for the coven that I have going on, I've got just one spot left. Somebody was, they decided they were too young. We decided they were too young. They were just 13, and I hated to tell them, no guys, but that's a little young. I say you need to be at least 16 just because, you know, come on now. Anyway, so I thought that we would do this oil, and then I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can actually use this oil just in case you never have. Okay, so for this oil, we have a lot of stuff, okay? And I actually made it a little bit less than I was going to. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to put in, as soon as I can find it, is my slippery embark. I did a little work with it a minute ago, and I know I've got it in one of these. I think it's in this one here. Okay, we're going to need that. And with this recipe, what you can do is you can take any of these and like add to it. You can add to them. I've got some sassafras, some calamus root, slippery embark, licorice root. And then I'm going to add, earlier I did an incense with this and do something. I think I'm going to do this a little bit different. Then I'm going to add some, I think maybe a little bit of basil, because I like to put basil in all my oils, some bergamot. Cinnamon, poppy seeds to confuse the hell out of the person. Dragon's blood oil and some John. I got a crap load of oil. That smells so good. That dragon's blood oil. Let's see, mugwort. And my mint oil. I think I'll just use the mint. I may add my mint oil if I can get my hands on it a little bit later. Let's see. Okay. Alright, and like I said, if you want to add stuff to this to give it a specific purpose, like if you want to do a Do As I Say Love Me oil, which please don't, I probably should have said something else, but do as I say, love me, then you may add some flowers in there, like some jasmine or chamomile and rose and some other stuff. I don't know that I'm going to grind this up. I usually don't grind up too much for my oils. So if you're interested in the coven, I'm so excited to get this thing started. And it is not going to be a traditional coven where there's like somebody telling everybody else what to do and things have to be this way. No, hell no. It's going to be a group of solitary witches that get together and make some fun, cool shit happen. That's what it's going to be. Remove all negative energies from this bottle. Alright, you can hang out in there. Alright, so we got that. And I've got olive oil, and then I've got some castor oil, because this is not your most friendly this is not your most friendly oil here. So what I'm going to start with is the mugwort, and just because it's on top. And what this does is, this is one of those herbs that just kind of amps stuff up. It amps up the magic and whatever you put it in. So definitely make sure you've got some not wormwood, but yeah, wormwood too, but some mugwort in your witchy cabinet or pantry or whatever you've got. Make sure you've got some mugwort. It has a good smell too. It smells good when it's being burned. I'm making incense in my candle, y'all. What's wrong with me? There we go. That'll catch. Smells good. Did a lot of this in my Hecate incense the other night when we were doing the full moon, right? And you could smell this coming out of the bonfire because I did a bunch of it. Can't close this bag. I'll have to close it later. Okay. So next I will put in the poppy seeds. Let me not start there. Let me start here. Okay, so I've got this calamus root. What this calamus root is going to do is confuse, not really confuse, but it's gonna wear down the target, okay? And you want to make sure that you have a good bit, because when you're doing your spell work, you'll want to use some too. Okay? Ooh, I didn't bless my mugwort. Charge, bless, and empower this mugwort to strengthen this do as I say oil, so that any target under its control must relinquish all power and control to me. So mote it be. Okay. I think I got that now. Charge and empower this calamus root to wear down the target for whom this oil is intended. Now I don't have a specific target, so I'm just empowering these to do their job. Another one that helps to wear down the target is the licorice root. Okay, people will usually say that you need just the licorice root and the calamus root, which I put in there, but you're also going to need two more things. I'll tell you about in a second. Licorice root. Charge, bless, and empower this licorice root to wear down the target for whom this do as I say oil is intended. And if you need to use an oil quick and you don't want to wait for it to steep, one thing that you can do is you can sit the oil when it's full. Once you get the oils and stuff in there, sit it in a saucepan of like simmering, really legit simmering water, and then it will help the herbs and the flowers and barks and whatever you put in there to permeate the oil, and then it's ready to use faster. Okay, this is the slippery elm bark. So you use, this is also to help to wear down the target. So I charge, empower, and consecrate this slippery elm bark to wear down the target's mind. For whom this oil is intended. Okay. All right, so those are the 3 barks and roots that I've got in there. So next is sassafras, okay? And a lot of times when you read about the magical properties of sassafras, it doesn't say anything about influencing someone. Sassafras can influence someone to make things go your way, to make a decision, make someone's mind up about you the way that you want it to go. So sassafras is one of those influencing herbs. So I charge, bless, and empower this sassafras to take control of the mind and influence the target for which this oil is intended. To be named at a later date, because I don't know who it's for yet. And hopefully I won't need it for anybody. Okay, and then we've got poppy seeds. Okay. I charge, bless, and empower these poppy seeds to confuse the target, so they may be affected by the sassafras, so that they will be affected by the sassafras quicker. Okay, the cinnamon I put in or the other stuff was for the confusion. Let's see, I am going to put in the cinnamon to give it some more strength. Okay, I'm going to add some bergamot oil to help whatever I end up using this for manifest. 13 drops. Ooh, and then I'm going to use my Hyjon. I might use the rest of that. Okay, and then my new dragon's blood. I love this stuff. I'm using this just to amp it up and because it smells good. It's really hard to get out though. It's not cool. I like beat it on this one of those oils. Okay. All right. So got those in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of basil. Just amps it up. Woo. Charge, bless, and empower and consecrate this basil to amp up the magic in this oil. So mote it be. All right. So we got our basil. I keep dropping everything. All right, so I'm gonna take my olive oil. This is not the prettiest oil, but it is effective. It's about half and a little more than half. And the reason I'm not using all castor oil, I'll tell you in a minute. No, you're not going to drink it, but I'll tell you in a minute. And usually when you do a baneful, oh, what's going on with that? Usually when you do a baneful oil, you want to use castor oil, motor oil. I think those are the only oils I've heard of. Okay, so that's that. Ooh, found a big piece of mugwort. Let me flame. So I don't need to use this anytime soon. So I'm just going to let it probably charge on Hecate's altar. So by candle, just to keep it a little bit warm. But things you can do with this, okay? Things that you can do with it. Okay, so like I said earlier, don't forget that if you want to go the route and add things, such as like if you wanted to do a money spell and you wanted to add some alfalfa, no, if somebody owes you money and you wanted to do a do as I say on them, you would maybe add some alfalfa. If you wanted someone to love you, patchouli. If you wanted somebody to calm down, you may just add some lavender. So just kind of think about what your intention is for using this oil, and then you can take a little bit out and then add something to it, okay, to tailor the spell. And then the next time you use it, you'll still have the regular oil, so you won't have to worry about making new. You can just tailor it again without the other stuff in it. So uses, of course, spells. Okay, when you want to have control, domination, influence over somebody, you want to use that, okay? And it may not be a baneful work. It may be a loved one just will not calm down. They're just so pissed for something stupid, and you want to do a spell on them. Do a spell on them. Do a spell on them. Carve their name. I've got these wonderful little carving tools. Carve their name on this candle. First and last name and birthday. If you have to use white. I have even heard of someone say to do both candles and put your name on the white one and their name on the purple one, and only anoint the purple one in the do as I say oil, and then speak your intentions, what you want the person to do, and then let both candles burn down. I've even heard that. They don't have to be different sizes, just different colors. Purple is the color of domination. You can take a picture, you can douse it in the oil, you can take a dry mixture of the herbs too and make a little pouch and bury it in the yard while speaking intentions. If it's someone you love and you want to keep them close to you and you just want them to change. If you're wanting to control someone, you can get those big skull candles with like the holes inside and then fill it up with the bark and the roots. Put some sassafras on top. And then speak to it like it's the person. Speak your intentions over and over and over, and then light it up. Rub it in this oil. Fill it with these herbs and light it up. You can do the same thing with figure candles. Say this is your boss. You hate your boss. Rub your boss down in oil. Speak your intentions. Even write your boss's name on there. Set it on fire. Get them to do what you want them to do. Let's see. When you're doing the candles, when you're carving your candles, say for your boss or your family member, it's good to kind of, while you're speaking your intention, do a little, just like a little sentence about what you want them to do, like calm down, be nicer, you know, just jot it down with the little, that's why these are so awesome, because they're like needles. Also, those lawn decorator needles, I've lost mine already. My child didn't get a hold of them, I lost them. You can also make a voodoo doll out of Play-Doh, anoint it with this, speak your intentions, go bury it somewhere. The target's home would be best, but that's probably not going to happen. So bury it, just throw it in the trash can away from your property, or bury it at a park somewhere if you want. But when you're doing that voodoo, speak your intentions with every pinch of Play-Doh, okay? And then after you do the voodoo, you do burn a little candle on top of the doll. So speak your intentions into the candle, into the doll. Then burn the candle, sprinkle some powdered form of this or the oil on the voodoo doll, and then light the candle go, and then, you know, speak your words. There'll be something like, I command and compel you to do this. You are under my control now. You will do this. You will do that. Stuff like that. And you can also, you can bury it at a crossroads. If you bury it at a crossroads or a cemetery or anywhere like that, please leave an offering. Liquor, cigarettes, money. There's lots of good offerings for you to leave out there in the spiritual world. Whatever you feel like leaving, just leave an offering so that everything is cool. And that's all I have, guys, about the Do As I Say oil. Let me know if you have any questions, and blessed be. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Bitches. The other thing I was going to say was, if you're going into a situation where you are meeting new people, or maybe you're going to work and you shake hands every day with the person that you're trying to influence, you can rub this on your hands in the morning as a moisturizer. Or right before you know you're going to see them, just rub some, give it a good shake, rub some on, take a little bottle with you, and you're getting it on them. That's why I didn't use all castor oil. Anyway, that's all I have, guys. Blessed be. Bye.